we go from Scrabble to the scrambled world of democracy in action, and we are joined by folks from the Democratic Club, Jeannie Lepowski and Mary Rabondo. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you guys today. Jeannie, let's start with you. You guys have an upcoming meeting, and you guys have some events going on this one.
Right. Yeah, our upcoming meeting on the 21st of November features two speakers. We have Giovanni Chavez, who's president of the Young Democrats, and we also have Marlena Trong, who is president of the National Women's Political Caucus of Orange County.
Okay.
The Young Democrats is statewide, a statewide organization, and it focuses on the Gen Z and millennial people. Millennials are people like my son who are older adults. They have jobs. They've been in their careers for years. They have houses. They have families, and then Gen Z are the young adults and teenagers. And so that's what Giovanni Chavez, president of Young Democrats, is going to talk to us about. And I know a lot of times people don't, especially people in our generation, older people, we think, well, we don't care about schools because we don't have kids in schools,
right?
And things
it's
like that.
It's not in front of you anymore in terms of the issues.
Right, exactly. But on the other hand, we should be concerned about things. Number one, because who's going to be our doctor? We don't want an octogenarian doctor. We want a young doctor who's up on the latest things, and we want people who care about what's going to be of concern to our grandchildren. So we want people from that generation who are going to become involved in politics and give good, make good governmental decisions. And we have in Congress, we already have a couple of those millennials and Gen B, not so much Gen Z, although Maxwell Frost from Florida is in Congress. I believe he was 25 when he was elected, so he's kind of borderline. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is also a younger millennial who's in Congress. Our other speaker is Marlena Trong, who is president of the National Women's Political Caucus of Orange County. And her objective is to increase women's participation, get more women involved in either being elected or appointed to public office. And their bottom line issues are things like reproductive freedom, sexual harassment, economic issues such as dependent care, equal pay, also non-discrimination and the Equal Rights Amendment.
So up-and-coming folks in there, it's probably a little harder to get maybe the younger generation interested in politics these days, isn't it? I mean, it seems so divisive. Like, why would I want to enter that world? What do you say to maybe younger folks, or what are they saying about getting into this world these days?
Well, what I see is a lot of people, like we have David Hogg, who is a survivor of the Parkland massacre,
right.
Who is very active and very influential, and he's a millennial.
Right, of course.
He's a very young adult. And then we have, let's see, who's the other one? We have people like, she's not in the United States, but Malala Yousafzai, who was who won the Nobel Prize, who is also a millennial.
Right. So there are some examples out there of the people who can make a difference in this world.
Well, and people are concerned about the environment. These young people are going to inherit the world that we have, environmentally speaking, left a big mess. And they have very large, difficult, complex problems to face that require sacrifice. So those are the reasons why young people do get involved in politics.
Now, Mary, you didn't like to hear just to watch Jeannie and I talk all day, so I do want to get a question to you. Last time you guys were on, we were talking about the endorsement process and that was coming up. Where are we at in terms of the endorsements from the Democratic Party?
Okay, well, this weekend is the endorsement convention in Sacramento. And prior to that, we had a pre-endorsement election whereby elected delegates from every assembly district in the state and representatives from clubs got to vote for the candidates that they wanted to advance to the consent calendar at the convention. And for the candidates in Laguna Woods Village, 3 of them were sent to the consent calendar. Dave Min, who's in Congressional District 47.
Okay.
Josh Newman, who's in Senate District 37. And Dom Jones, who's in Assembly District 72. Now, with the redistricting,
Yeah.
Laguna Woods Village was divided into 2 congressional districts. And the larger congressional district is CD 40. And neither one of the candidates who was running in that district got the 70% that they needed to advance to the consent calendar.
Okay.
So those 2 candidates, Allison DeMichelis and Joe Kerr, will go to a vote at the convention this weekend.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of clubs in the village here, but there are few that have the kind of official nature of like the Democratic Club, the Republican Club, and those kind of. What's it like to have that kind of activity still going on and have like maybe making a big difference in our political future when you participate in this kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think again, people are engaged. People want the same kinds of things that they want opportunity. They want. Opportunity. They want rules and regulations and laws that will protect them. Mm-hmm. Social Security is important here in the village. Mm-hmm. Healthcare is important here in the village. And to Jean's point that even though we don't have children in school, local government impacts all of us.
Right.
So
all politics is local, as Tip O'Neill once said.
Exactly. Exactly. So we have seniors who have time on their hands. And bless their hearts, they like to get involved. They'll write postcards, they'll go door to door and hang door hangers, they'll make phone calls, and feel like they're participating and making a difference. So that's really an important part of what we're doing.
Yeah, and I guess that also they feel like they're making a difference too, right?
Yes,
they actually have
absolutely.
the ability to do the endorsements, hear the candidates, and I think the clubs, along with the Republican Club, they're very vital kind of clubs here in the village to be able to get people continuing in the
Absolutely.
activities and the grassroots efforts that are all part of politics.
Yep.
Jeannie, you guys got your December meeting coming up, but actually it's going to instead be the holiday party, right?
Right. We're going to take a break from politics, pretty much. And
You'll try. I have a feeling you'll still talk politics. When
Yeah,
you're there.
we'll-
I have a feeling.
Still throw something in there about politics. But one of the things we're going to do is we're going to honor our volunteer of the year. I don't know who it is.
Big secret.
It's a big secret, which will be revealed at our holiday party, which is on December 12th. There will also be a video about the Biden administration's accomplishments. And most importantly, there will be light refreshments, including champagne for those who indulge and sparkling cider for those who do not, and dessert. And the admission is $10. It's open seating. It will be at 6:30 p.m. on the 12th in Clubhouse 7, not in our usual meeting place.
Okay,
so
so
it should be fun.
Should be a good time had by all. Yeah, a great year for the Democratic Club. How do you guys feel about the speakers, the events you guys have done?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our membership is up higher than it's ever been, which is
terrific.
great. It's over 500 members.
Okay.
And we've had wonderful speakers, I think.
Fabulous speakers,
ranging
yeah.
in everything from women's autonomy to these young people who are trying to get the young people interested in politics.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah. So
Doing
yeah,
great work.
we're proud of ourselves.
You should be. All right, I yield back the rest of my time for the rest of the show. Thank you, Jeannie and Mary, for coming in. Democratic
Thanks for having
Club.
Thanks so
us.
much.
Yeah.
Thank
Yep.
you. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the Monday movie and some weather. Stay with us.